very much in order. I think one has to keep personal and family intact and perfectly in order for me to be able to afford growth for my company, for my clients, and for my employees. So if my home is in this area, for example, so it would be difficult for me to link and move forward corporate objectives. So I believe success should start at home. Alright, at SGB, I was part of the audit division banking group. So maybe I was meant to really to be a banker. So my clients would include most of our bigger banks. Obviously, SGB has a very high portfolio of the banking and financial services sector. So after that, when I moved to BPI, I was again part of the management training program and finally was integrated into the corporate banking division, where I essentially handle Central and Eastern Visayas. Right, so I think that's the early part of my engagement with the private enterprises. I grew in the banking sector very quickly, I'd like to believe, so that at 25 years old, I was already like a full-fledged manager with a regional responsibility, meaning I was covering region 7 and 8 of the Bank of the Philippine Islands. And in 1999, that's the time I got married, and soon I have my kids. So the challenge of traveling across the Visayas region without the support of regional flights, so that means I have to cross through land and Supercab and go to Tagbilaran as well and Dumaguete. So it was increasingly difficult to travel with your family being left in Tacloban. In so doing, I channeled my energies, look at the opportunities. There are no significant firms operating in Tacloban at that time. So I saw that as a very good opportunity to strike and do my practice starting in the province. So, and in that case, I set up M.A. Machika accounting firm. This is the predecessor company of our firm, and ventured into expansion in Manila in 2006. So we had this practice in Manila and expanded to have an office in Makati in 2014. So I think doing practice and doing entrepreneurship is somehow consistent with my time and obligations with my family. So I decided to pursue on this one and make the most out of it. Alright, so currently Machika Group, we have Machika Tangos and Company. It's the full-fledged accounting firm. We're accredited obviously with, of course, the normal, the BIR, the SEC, PST, and CDA, and National Electrification Administration for the electricity market. And we also have Machika Firm Inc. Machika Firm Inc. has a consulting portfolio under the trade name Machika Group Consulting, and it also has a financial intermediation activities as an insurance agency under the trade name Maxine. Alright, so all of these are part of Machika Group, and recently we built up a realty company under 125 Properties. So essentially we are kind of expanding into some realty transactions while at the same time growing our practice. We have offices in Tacloban, in Manila, and in Makati, and also kind of a representative office in Cebu. Alright, and in terms of connections with foreign clients, we are also affiliated with Foreign Accounting Association. We are the Philippine member firm of Leading Aids Alliance. It's based in the US and as well as AGN International, which is based in UK. So in terms of capability of servicing foreign clients, we are also at the forefront of serving them, and we receive regular referrals from our foreign counterparts. I think one of the bigger challenges is that obviously you have new staff coming by, and as quickly you want to integrate them into the corporate culture and let them exemplify or live by the corporate values that the company is setting for everybody to observe. So there is this transitional difficulty at times because obviously the younger generations have their own set of cultures and values, and simply we have to keep reciting our values every Monday. We have to mentor them the best we can. So I think that's one. The second one is the challenge of always keeping beyond what we promise to our clients. So obviously our engagement are translated into an engagement contract, terms of engagement, but at the end of the day, the challenge is how you can afford or deliver beyond what you promised to your customers. In the same manner as maybe the other partners or managing partners of medium-sized firms where we don't have excess headcount in terms of partners, so that means we are partners in different segments in our operation. So there is a need for us to continue to learn and to plan out what would be the emerging opportunities for the firm and for our workforce as we intend to provide a continued growth for our employees. So that's one, the learning process. The second is of course the planning of how the company will be chartered in the next, say, 5-10 years in our operations. And at this point, I think I'm 45, so I'm also looking very critically in how I can put in place the succession program so that hopefully the firm will continue beyond my generation or even the generation of my children. So these are all the challenges and priorities that I keep myself busy on a regular basis. I would like to believe that simply being able to provide a service to a lot of clients, to share my knowledge and expertise, I find it by itself an achievement, mentoring new CPAs. I don't look at myself to enjoy all these the successes, but simply I find joy in being able to help companies grow, help employees grow, and provide employment and economic growth to our clients and employees. I find joy in doing that. I think so. I don't wish to elevate myself, but to be honest, we are recognized internationally. The firm has been voted as an outstanding accounting firm, been recognized by a lot of award-giving entities, both locally and abroad. And in my case, I was recognized in 2006 as the Young Achiever in Public Practice by PIPA. And it's on record at the Austrian Institute for International Tax Law that I'm the first Filipino CPA to be admitted as a postdoctorate visiting scholar in the area of international tax law and transfer pricing. I did that in 2015. So I think I can consider that an extraordinary milestone. Yeah. service-oriented company, and again, meeting client expectations is central to my daily activities. And looking into the competence requirement of our people to deliver the engagement, then I also make myself available for my managers, supervisors, and staff in terms of mentoring, training, and giving guidance to make sure that we're delivering value more than our clients' expectation. Accountancy is essentially hard work. There is no shortcut in terms of being successful or wanting to be successful in the accountancy field. And that's good because the opportunities are already available. So provided you have the discipline, you have the commitment to further your knowledge and competencies, then the opportunities for the accountants, both at the domestic and international scene, is set to grow continuously, and that will afford our CPAs to have better lives, hopefully. We have to work, we have to live beyond ourselves. We have to understand the bigger purpose. Because if we look inward, we may be content with what our needs are and not really contribute to society or to humanity the best way we can. So it's always nice to look outward, and since we are in a finite timeline on Earth, meaning we're here on Earth for a definite period, so it's always nice to leave behind a legacy that will transcend generations. So I have a very high hope for every Filipino that each one of us can do that.